Hey friends! One of my absolute favorite things to grow are onions. Just made it out here into the garden. Golden hour in the garden is my absolute favorite time. It's not super hot, the sun's not beating on me. I just think it's a lovely time to be in the garden. But anyways, let's talk onions. They are one of my absolute favorite things to grow. I use a lot of onions, so that's why I like to grow them. But also I just think they're such a fun crop to grow. Onions also preserve really well, which I will talk about in another time. But today I just wanted to show you real quick how to harvest onions. And then to harvest, it's just as easy as grabbing a hold of this guy, giving it a little tug, and there you go. There is your beautiful onion, which then I like to cure for long-term storage in my garage. And once you're ready to harvest, it's just as easy as grabbing a hold of this guy, giving just a little tug, and there is your beautiful onion. Another tip is I try to harvest when it's more on the dry side. It's just gonna give you cleaner onions overall for long-term storage. But then I will go ahead and put these in my garage. That's where I do my curing and drying process. If you plan on storing your onions for long term, then you're gonna want to cure them or dry them out after harvesting. So that just means placing them someplace with some ventilation, out of the elements, so they're not getting full sun and also rain beating on them. So for me, that means in my garage, in my garden cart. If you have like a covered porch, that would probably work too. Just again, somewhere where they can get a little ventilation. Since mine is in the garage, I also run a fan periodically. I don't run the fan constantly, I just have it set on a timer to come on and off intermittently throughout the day. And you can see I also have a little contraption on top here. So I have a mesh garden cart, so I got 2 layers going on here. I got some in the bottom, and then this is a little trellis system that I've attached chicken wire to that I just lay on the top. And then this thing also folds, so I could open this up and set it like on sawhorses if I had a bunch more, but I have just enough this time to make it all fit. So I just keep them on here until they fully dry. And when they are fully dry, they will look like this. And then we'll just go ahead and trim these up. So once the onions are dry, you wanna go ahead and get some clippers, anything to trim up the roots. And then I also have a little brush that I like to use depending on how dirty they were. So we'll just go ahead and trim the roots off. Some people also like to braid their onions. I have never done that. This is the method that I use. And then we just trim the top stems off. And if it's still, whoops, if it's still a little wet here, then I will put it back on the cart until that is fully dry. And then if it's dirty, needs a little cleaning up, you can just do a little bit with the brush. You don't want to do too much because you want to leave those outer hard layers on for storage. And that's it. Then just put it wherever you would normally store your onions, which for me is in my pantry. I mean, look at all these beautiful onions. Is there really anything more fun to grow? Let me know in the comments below if you also love to grow onions and what your favorite variety is. Happy growing, friends!